The Prophet ﷺ said to them, do you know what backbiting is? They said, Allah and His Messenger know best. He said, the mention of your brother or sister, of course, in a way they would hate. They said, Ya Rasulullah, what if it's true what I'm saying about them? Those are always the two responses. You say that's backbiting, you say, but it's true, or I'd say it to their face. Neither of those make it right. One of them, the Sahaba actually said, what if it's true? He said, yes, that's what backbiting is. If it's true, it's called backbiting. And if it's not true, then it's called buhtan, it's called slander. You've combined the crimes now of mentioning their flaws and making up a flaw they don't have to begin with. He said that is exactly what backbiting is. You know, one of my teachers who teaches in Masjid al-Aqsa, I just benefited from him digitally or virtually, he was speaking of this verse once. He said, you know what this verse means? This means when someone comes to you and says to you, look, I'm not making this stuff up, I didn't hear it through like hearsay, I have the footage. Like I saw him walking with her in the street with his arm around her neck. I have the video. He said, what are you as a Muslim supposed to do? He said this half jokingly. He said, when he gives you the video, you are to take his phone and shatter it on the condition that you have enough money to replace his phone, because that two wrongs wouldn't make a right. But you're not allowed to. Why are we making mention of it? Why are we talking about this? What does that do? If you can advise him, go advise him. If you're talking to me about advising, I can advise him. But I don't know him any more than you do. It's called the pious pause, to stop and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I talking about this? Yes, there are exceptions when sometimes we have to identify or recruit help. We can mention some people with not their best side, but the exception can't overturn the rule. This can't be dealt with lightly, is what the Prophet ﷺ was teaching the people. And you know what, it's not just, not just don't backbite or don't listen to backbiting. Some people, instead of silencing the person that is backbiting, they become like an amplification. They become a relay mechanism for them and they send it one more. This is called gossip. This is called namima. And the Prophet ﷺ said, لا يدخل الجنة نمام. A person does not enter paradise if they are an nammam, a qattat, a gossiper. Meaning someone who relays gossip, or relays backbiting, or relays insult. Instigators, whether intentionally or not.